Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Crazy Hat Chemist. So this is the place where all things go bang. Anyways, here we go. This is going to be a great video today here. This is about dimensional analysis worksheet number 1. So here are the directions. It is often necessary to convert from one unit to another, and the only way to change one unit into another is through a process called dimensional analysis or the unit factor method. This method uses unit conversions to convert one set of units into another set of units through a process that cancels out the units from the previous step. So today here, we have unit conversions, and these unit conversions are as follows. 3-ish is equal to 4-dish. 2-dish is equal to 3-wish. 2-wish is equal to 5-fish. 5-cook is equal to 3-look. 4-look is equal to 5-book. 5-book is equal to 3-hook. And 5-hook is equal to 2-nook. And some might be wondering, why the heck or how the heck did the Crazy Hat Chemist come up with these names? Ish, dish, wish, and fish, or the cook, look, book, and hook and nook. Well, you're going to have to wait till the end of this video, and I'm going to read you a little bedtime story. All right. So here we go. Without further ado, let's see if we can do these problems. Okay. By the way, if you can do these problems, which mean absolutely nothing, then you most certainly can do any of the dimensional analysis problems in stoichiometry and chemistry. That is the goal here today, is to get you started on the correct foot. All right. All right. So I'm going to zoom in here a bit so that we can really zoom in and see what's going on these problems here. Okay. So what we're going to do is it says number 1, how many dish into ish? So the rule here is that we are going to start off with the known information. The known information is that we have a number and a set of units. The number is a 2, and the units for that number associated with it is ish in this particular case. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a monorail. So as opposed to a train track. So a monorail just has one line. We're going to place this here on this one line. It's going to be 2-ish. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have this monorail, and we're going to make sure that we divide this section with the next section. So in order for this process to actually work, this unit factor method or dimensional analysis, or when we actually get to real stoichiometry problems, we'll call it stoichiometry. But in order for this to work, we're going to have ish down here. This is the unit factor method. This is where the units cancel out. So whatever these units are here in the numerator, you must have the same units in the denominator of the next term. This is the next term. So now what we have to do is we have to look at our unit conversions. Here are the unit conversions. And we have to find a unit conversion that will go from ish to what we want. What we want is dish. We have ish, we want dish. Is there a unit conversion that goes from ish to dish? And I'm going to highlight that right here. We do actually have a unit conversion that goes from ish to dish. So we have ish to dish, or dish right here. And then we are going to place these numbers associated with the ish and the dish. So here is 3 with the ish, 3 goes with the ish, 4 goes with the dish. There we go. And now we should see that these units that I've placed here in the numerator and in the denominator cancel out. And then what is remaining are the units that I want. In this particular case, it's dish. Then I just have to do the math associated with it. So it's numerator times numerator. So that's 2 times 4, that's 8. Divided by denominator, that's 3. So it's 2 times 4, that's 8. Divided by 3, dish. So our answer is 8/3 dish. Perfect. All right, let's see if we can hammer out the next problem. So slide this up just a little bit. Okay. And the next problem, number 2, says to book is equal to how many look? So again, I'm going to start off with the number and units that are given in the problem. The number is a 2. The units associated with that 2 is book. So I'm going to have that 2 book. And then again, we are going to have a monorail. Okay, so our monorail is going to be right here, like this. Monorail, we might have to continue this monorail. We don't know how many turns we have to go through this monorail. We're also going to have a vertical dividing line in between this term and the next term. Okay, so how this process works, which is dimensional analysis, the unit factor method, we need to cancel out the units. So that means that if this is book right here in the numerator, book will go in the denominator. And I'll just highlight that these units need to cancel. That's the whole process here. So we have 2 book, we've taken care of that term, and we want to find out how many look are into book. So we're going to find if we can find a unit conversion that will go from book to look. Well, we have cook to look to book to hook, and hook to nook. So it does not appear that we have a book to look. Do we have a book to look? Oh, yes, we do. It's right here. So I'm going to highlight that. So we have a look to a book. That's right here. So hopefully you see that. This is also a one-step process. So there's our book. And then what do we want? Look. And there's our look. Look. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place the numbers that are associated with this unit conversion. And there's 4 look. 4 for the look and 5 for the book. 5 for the book. How this works is we're canceling out units in the numerator and the denominator, and we will end up with our next term here. So we have numerator times numerator, that's 2 times 4, that's 8, divided by 5. The units of book cancels out, and we have look. So our correct answer here is how many look are into book? 8/5 look are into book. All right, perfect. Let's move on to the next problem. This is problem number 3. So we're going to zoom on out here just a little bit so we have a little bit more real estate to work with on this problem. Here we go. Fantastic. So it says, number 3, how many fish into dish? Again, just like in all these problems, what we're doing is we are starting off with the number and the units. The number is a 2. The units are dish. Dish. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to draw our monorail. Here's our monorail, just this line like this. We're going to draw a vertical stop in between this and the next term. That separates out our terms so that we can clearly see them. In order for this dimensional analysis unit factor method to work, dish is in the numerator, therefore dish will belong in the denominator. And I'll just highlight that yet again because I think that's very important. That's the reason that this whole process of dimensional analysis actually works. Okay, and it says how many fish into dish. So we're looking for a dish to fish unit conversion initially. So we have dish to ish, we have wish to dish, we have fish to wish. We do not have a single step dish to fish. What we want is fish. And so we're really looking for the fish. We want the fish. But we can go from fish to wish, and then we can also see that there is a wish to a dish right there. So we're going to take advantage of both of these unit conversions in sequence. So the first one is we're going to go from dish to wish, then we're going to go from wish to fish. Okay. All right, so dish to wish. And we're going to draw a vertical stop between this and the next term. And that will be right there like that. And then we have dish to wish. There's two dish, and three wish, and three wish. You should see that the units of dish cancels out just like that. Perfect. Now, if we did the math on this, which would be 2 times 3 divided by 2, which would be 3, wish. So 3 wish is equal to 2 dish, but we're not looking for wish, we're looking for fish. So what we need to do is we need to use that next unit conversion that I've highlighted in orange right there. So again, this method works because if wish is in the numerator, then wish will be in the denominator. That will enable me, and I'll just highlight this in another color here. The wishes will cancel out right here like this. The wishes will cancel out. And I'm going to go from wish to fish. Wish to fish. The number in front of wish is a 2. The number in front of fish is a 5. Now notice that the number in front of the wish can be a different number depending on the unit conversion is used. So in the previous one right here, we had 3 wish, but 3 wish was equal to 2 dish. And just like 2 wish is equal to 5 fish. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for fish. Those are the units that don't cancel out. That's what I'm looking for. And then we need to get a numeric value for this one here. And that would be the following. There's a 2 right there and a 2 right there. They actually cancel out. So we're going to have 3 times 5. That's numerator times numerator. That's 15. Divided by 2 times, well, that's a 1 after canceling them out. So that's a 2. So it's 15 halves fish is my answer. So 2 dish is equal to 15 halves fish. Perfect. All right. I'm hoping that you're getting the hang of this. This is the unit factor method, dimensional analysis. And when we get to chemistry problems, we were going to call it stoichiometry, but we're not quite there yet, but we'll get there pretty soon. All right. Let's do the next problem here. And the next problem is problem number 4. It says, 3 cook is equal to how many book? So I'm going to start off with the number and the units of which I have, which is 3 cook. Again, we're going to draw this monorail, okay? And then we are going to have some vertical stops, so we separate out our terms. It's much easier to see it and follow the path this way, okay? And then in order for this process to work, if cook is in the numerator, then cook needs to be in the denominator. Again, I will highlight out these terms here. It enables us to cancel out the terms. So what we're going to have to do is zoom out just a little bit here, and so that we have everything. There we go. So we have cook, we want book. So we have cook to look, and then look to book. That's what we're going to have to do. So I'm going to highlight this here. We have the cook to look, and then we're going to use this cook to book right there like that. So we're going to be using 2 unit conversions, just like on the previous problem. So cook to look, that's what we're going to use here. Cook to look. And there are 5 cook in 3 look. So 5 cook in 3 look. Hopefully that. Sorry about that, Bell. I forgot about that. We're actually at school still. About that. And you didn't see all of that on that problem, so I'm going to slide that up so you can see that. So there are 5 cook for every 3 look. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can cancel out the units from the numerator to the denominator. Now, if we were to do this here, it would be 3 times 3, which would be 9, divided by 5. So it would be 9/5 look is equal to 3 cook. But we're not actually looking for look, surprisingly. We are looking for book. That's right. So In order for this to work, look is in the numerator, look must be in the denominator of the next term. That will enable me to cancel out the units of look. That's essential for this whole process to work. And then if we look at the very top here, we'll see that we can go from look to book. And then we will have book right here. So we have look to book. There's 4 look in 5 book. There's 4 look in 5 book. That will enable us to cancel out the units of look. And now we will have book. So whatever answer we get, 3 times 3 times 5 divided by 5 divided by 4 will equal the number of book in 3 look. So let's see if we can do that. We can do a little bit of simplification here. We can cancel out this denominator 5 with this numerator 5, and they cancel out, so that's good. 3 times 3 is 9. So that would be 9 in the numerator divided by 4 times 1. So 9/4 book. So 9/4 book is equal to 3 cook. All right, cool. Awesome. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do the next problem here. Hey, but before we do the next problem, we are going to do a little bit of advertisement by our sponsor. Who is our sponsor for today's video? That is right. You are watching the sponsor of today's video. The sponsor is the Crazy Hat Chemist. That is none other than yours truly, me, myself, and I. I am the Crazy Hat Chemist, and I am the sponsor of today's video because I don't actually have a sponsor except for myself. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but it's very true. Again, this is the place where you go to watch and learn real, true chemistry. This will get you chemistry, real chemistry, not that watered down junk. All right, this is the Crazy Hat Chemist, and I'm sponsored by myself. All right, folks, let's get moving on to the next problem. All right, now that we've had a word from our sponsor, we can put that away, and then we can continue on with our process here. So the next problem right over here is problem number 5. Okay, all right, fantastic. I'm going to slide this on up here, and that way it will give us some more purchase of real estate so that we can do all these problems here. All right, fantastic. All right, here we go. Problem number 5. Problem number 5, it says 2 hook is equal to how many cook? So I'm going to start off with 2 hook, and I'm going to convert it to cook. So I have 2 hook. And we're going to convert that to cook. So again, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing every single time. We're drawing a line. This horizontal line, this is a monorail effectively instead of a train track because that has 2 rails. And then we're going to draw a vertical stop in between this and the next term. In order for this process to work, if hook is right here in the numerator, hook will belong in the denominator of the next term. I'm going to highlight that out because we are actually canceling out these units of hook. All right. You guys are hooked on chemistry, aren't you? And you guys are hooked on watching my YouTube channel. I'm sure you are. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out these unit conversions here, and I'm going to slide this over with the unit conversion so that you can see these just below. So we're trying to go from hook to cook. So we first need to find a hook. And here is the process that we're going to use here. Okay, here is a hook and here is a hook. This hook will go to book. And then consequently, we will go from this book to look. And then we will go from look to, yep, that's correct, what we want, and that is cook. So we're going to do a 3-step unit conversion here. So see if you can follow along. We're going to go from hook to book, then from book to look, and then from look to cook. Excellent. So hook to book. So hook to book, we have 3 hook in 5 book, 5 book. All right. Now you can see that our units of hook will cancel out. And then we're going to draw a vertical stop between this and the next term, because we do have most certainly a next term. How this unit factor dimensional analysis works is that since the book units are in the numerator, the book units need to be in the denominator of the next term. So I've used this one. Now what we're going to do is go from book to look. All right, so book to look. So we got 5 book in 4 look. 5 book in 4 look. So now I've used that unit conversion. Okay, you should see that these units here of book are actually going to cancel out. And now I have look. But I don't want look, I want cook. So we're going to have to do another vertical stop and continue on. So since look are in the numerator, then I will have look in the denominator of this next term. And so I'm going to highlight numerator, denominator that will cancel out in just a moment. But I'm going to go from look to cook. So cook. We are cooking now, most certainly. So there are 3 look in 5 cook. 3 look in 5 cook. All right. And now the looks cancel out, and now we have cook. Perfect. So let's see here. This is going to equal. We can do a little simplification here as well. This 5 will cancel out with that 5. And then we're left with 5 times 4. That's 20 times 2. That would be 40. 40 in the numerator. And then 3 times 3, that is 9. So 49ths cook. All right, we got that circled. So 2 hook is equal to 49ths cook. All right. All right, let's keep on going here and let's see if we can do the next problem. Perfect. All right, the next problem, it says number 6, how many ish in 3 fish? How many ish in 3 fish? So again, we're going to start off with the number that we have given in the problem and then the units associated with that fish. So fish. So we're going to make our horizontal monorail here on this problem, just like what we've done on every single one. And we're going to do a vertical stop between this term and the next term. Okay, this term and the next term, a vertical stop. And then we are going to have these units here in the numerator will be the same units in the denominator of the next term. And that will enable us to cancel out the units of fish. It's too bad. I kind of like eating fish. Fish is delicious. Okay, so we're going to go from fish to ish, and let's see if we can find unit conversions that will work with this one. Okay, so we have fish and we want ish. So here's fish to wish, and then from that, then we're going to go from wish to dish, and then from dish, we're going to go from dish to ish. So we're going to use these 3 unit conversions right here. So let's see if we can keep this up here and do this. So we've got the following. We've got fish to wish. Wish. I wish I had a fish right now. So to wish is equal to 5 fish is equal to 5 fish. This enables us to cancel out the units of fish. We're not done yet. So we're going to do a vertical stop between this and the next term. That will be done like that. And then whatever units are in the numerator must be the same units in the denominator of the next term. This is canceling out units. This is the way this process works. So you see I'm highlighting the wish that will cancel out in just a moment. We're going to go from wish to dish. Wish to dish. And then we're going to use the numbers associated with that. There's 2 dish. 2 dish, in 3 wish, 3 wish, and then the wish will cancel out. I wish the wishes wouldn't cancel out, but they do, sadly. Well, actually, it's a good thing they do on this particular problem. Now we are not quite done because we have dish, we want fish. We have one more term to do, so we're going to do a vertical stop between this and the next term. And then if dish are in the numerator here, then dish must be in the denominator of the next term. And we're going to go from dish to ish. Ish. Okay. And this works because the units of dish are going to cancel out in just a moment. But we're going to look at the numbers that are associated with this unit conversion. Dish has a 4. Ish has a 3. And you should see that the dish cancels out and I'm left with ish. So now what we're going to do is do a little simplification if we can. This 3 will cancel out with that 3. This 2 will go into that 4. 2 is left over. This 2 will go into that 2 and 1 is left over. So now what I have is in the numerator 1 times 1 times 1 times 3. So that is most certainly a 3 divided by 5 times 1 times 1. That is most certainly a 5. So I have 3/5-ish is equal to 3 fish. Whew, that is a mouthful of fish right there. All right, you realize we only have one more problem to do. That's right, folks. And yep, that's right. We are watching The Crazy Hat Chemist. Oh, wait, look at that. I'm upside down. Well, I'm not really upside down, just a piece of paper. Hopefully you got that. All right. So we're going to place this right up here like this because we're going to be taking advantage of these unit conversions here. We're doing the final problem here. The final problem is number 7. Number 7, it says 2 cook is equal to how many nook? So again, like on every problem, we're going to start off with a number and the units associated with it. So it's 2 cook. 2 cook. And then we are going to have a vertical, a horizontal line here. This is our monorail. And then we're going to have a vertical stop between this term and the next term. That separates out these terms. And then whatever units are in the numerator, they must be the same units that are in the denominator. Cook. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to look at our little flow chart here, and we're going to be doing all of it. Okay, so this time we're going to go from cook to nook. We want to get to the nook, and we have the cook. So we're going to go from cook to look. Notice we're going in the opposite direction that we did previously. We're going to go from look to book, and then we're going to go from book to hook. And then finally, we're going to go from hook to nook. So just to reiterate here, we're going to go through all these steps. We're going to go from cook to look, then from look to book, and then from book to hook, and then from hook to nook. Whew, let's see if we can do this, folks. I know we can. So the reason we do this is we are going to highlight these terms here. They are going to cancel out in just a minute. We're going to go from cook to look. So that's look. And then we're going to say 5 cook. 5 cook is equal to 3 look. 3 look. Okay, we're going to draw a vertical stop between this and the next term. And we're going to cancel out our units of cook. Well, we are cooking now because we just canceled out our terms. That's right. Look is in the numerator of this term, so therefore look must be in the denominator of the next term. And then from look, I'm going to go to book. And then now what we're going to do is we have 4 look in 5 book. So 4 look in 5 book. And I'm going to highlight these terms here that will be canceling out. The looks, looky-see, are going to cancel out. The looks are going to cancel out. Perfect. That's looking good so far. I hope it's looking good for you too. Puns intended. That's right, folks. Puns are for free. All right, so we're going to do a vertical stop in between this and the next term, and whatever units are in the numerator of this term will be in the denominator of the next term, so that is book. We are booking now. Ugh, okay. So the books I'm going to highlight, okay, because those are going to cancel out in just a moment, but we're going to go from book to hook. Hook. This will enable us to cancel out the units, and there are 5 book in 3 hook. 5 book in 3 hook. These units of book will cancel out. And now we have one more term we need to do. We're going to do a vertical stop between this and the next term. So we have hook in the numerator, therefore hook will be in the denominator of the next term, and then we're going to go to nook. And I'm going to highlight over here the units that are in the numerator and denominator of the next term. This enables us to do this whole process. So there are 5 hook in 2 nook. 2 nook. Notice that the units of nook are not going to cancel out. That's correct. But the units of hook are going to most certainly cancel out. Okay. Just a note from our sponsor. That is me, myself, and I, the Crazy Hat Chemist, sponsored by myself because I have no sponsors except for me. So looking for sponsors, of course. Here we go. So we're going to do a little bit of canceling out of some numbers if that is at all possible. So there's a 5 here in the denominator, a 5 in the numerator. They become 1s. This 2 and this 2 will cancel out with that 4. And then I don't have anything else I can cancel out, sadly, but we have 1 times 3 times 1 times 3 times 1. That is 3 times 3, which is 9. And then we have 5 times 1 times 1 times 5. That's 5 times 5, and that is 25. And that would be nook. Perfect. So our answer is 2 cook is equal to 9/25 nook. All right. You realize that today's video is actually not completely done because I have more to do for you today. So that was the worksheet, but it's now a time to figure out where did the Crazy Hat Chemist come up with all these unit conversions and how did he come up with this? So for me to do that, I'm going to flip my camera over and let's see, here we go. Let's see if we can get this correct. And sorry here, folks. There we go. Perfect. And let's see if we can spread out this periodic table here and get me set up just a little bit here. All right, perfect. Now you are watching the Crazy Hat Chemist live. Well, really not live. This is recorded earlier. All right, so the question is, where did I get all this crazy stuff? So a long time ago, little short story. I was teaching physical science and I was teaching a unit on chemistry and I wasn't doing a very good job. This is probably my first year teaching. And then I was reading to my eldest son in bed, a nighttime story. And then I thought, I'm going to make a worksheet to cancel out units because it doesn't seem to be working for me. So here we go. Here's a little bit of bedtime reading for you all right here. So here we go. And so you should recognize the words that come from this worksheet are within this book. So little nighttime story for you. It's One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish by Dr. Seuss. So here we go. See if you can see this. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. This one has a little star. This one has a little car. Say, what a lot of fish there are. Yes, some are red and some are blue. Some are old and some are new. Some are sad and some are glad. And some are very, very bad. Why are they sad and glad and bad? I do not know. Go ask your dad. Some are thin and some are fat. The fat one has a yellow hat. From there to here, from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. What a lot of funny things go by. Some have 2 feet and some have 4. Some have 6 feet and some have more. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way. We see them come, we see them go. Some are fast and some are slow. Some are high and some are low. Not one of them is like another. Don't ask us why. Go ask your mother. Say, look at his fingers. 1, 2, 3. How many fingers do I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11. 11. This is something new. I wish I had 11 too. Bump, bump, bump. Did you ever ride a wump? We have a wump with just 1 hump. But we know a man called Mr. Gump. Mr. Gump had a 7-hump wump. So if you like to go bump, bump, just jump on the hump of the wump of Gump. Pretty good. Who am I? My name is Ned. I do not like this little bed. This is no good. This is not right. My feet stick out of bed all night. And when I pull them in, oh dear, my head sticks out of bed up here. We like our bike. It is made for 3. Our Mike sits up and back, you see. We like our Mike, and this is why Mike does all the work when the hills get high. Hello there, Ned. How do you do? Tell me, what is new? How are things in your little bed? What is new? Please tell me, Ned. I do not like this bed at all. A lot of things have come to call. A cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. Oh, what a bed. Oh, what a house. Oh dear, I cannot hear. Will you please come over near? Will you please look in my ear? There must be something there, I fear. See, look, a bird was in your ear, but he is out, so have no fear. Your ear can hear, my dear. My hat is old, my teeth are gold. I have a bird I like to hold. My shoe is off, my foot is cold. My shoe is off, my foot is cold. I have a bird I like to hold. My hat is old, my teeth are gold. And now my story is all told. We took a look, we saw a nook. On his head he had a hook. On his hook he had a book. On his book was how to cook. We saw him sit and try to cook. He took a look at the book on the hook, but a nook can't read, so a nook can't cook. So what good to a nook is a hook cookbook? The moon was out, and we saw some sheep. We saw some sheep take a walk in their sleep. By the light of the moon, by the light of a star, they walked all night from near to far. I would never walk. I would take a car. I do not like this one so well. All he does is yell, yell, yell. I will not have this one about. When he comes in, I put him out. This one is quiet as a mouse. I like to have him in the house. At our house, we open cans. We have to open many cans, and that is why we have a Zans. A Zans for cans is very good. Have you a Zans for cans? You should. I like to box. How I like to box. So every day I box a gox. In yellow socks, I box my gox. I box in yellow gox box socks. It is fun to sing if you sing with a ying. My ying can sing like anything. I sing high, and my ying sings low. And we are not too bad, you know. This one, I think, is called a yink. He likes to wink. He likes to drink. He likes to drink and drink and drink. The thing he likes to drink is ink. The ink he likes to drink is pink. He likes to wink and drink pink ink. So, if you have a lot of ink, then you should get a yink, I think. Hop, hop, hop. I am a yop. I like to hop from, all I like to do is hop from finger top to finger top. I hop from left to right and then hop, hop. I hop right back again. I like to hop all day and night from right to left, from left to right. Why do I like to hop, hop, hop? I do not know. Go ask your pop. Brush, 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 brush. Comb, 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 comb. Blue hair is fun to brush and comb. All girls who like to brush and comb should have a pet like this at home. Who is this pet? Say, he is wet. You never yet met a pet, I bet, as wet as they let this wet pet get. Did you ever fly a kite in bed? Did you ever walk with 10 cats on your head? Did you ever milk this kind of cow? Well, we can do it. We know how. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good. Hello, hello, are you there? Hello, I called you up to say hello. I said hello. Can you hear me, Joe? Oh no, I cannot hear your call. I cannot hear your call at all. This is not good, and I know why. A mouse has cut the wire. Goodbye. From near to far, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. These yellow pets are called the Zeds. They have one hair up on their heads. Their hair grows fast, so fast they say they need a haircut every day. Who am I? My name is Ish. On my hand, I have a dish. I have this dish to help me wish. When I wish to make a wish, I wave my hand with a big swish, swish. Then I say, I wish for fish! And I get fish right on my dish. So if you wish to wish a wish, you may swish for fish with my ish wish dish. At our place, we play out back. We play a game called Ring the Gack. Would you like to play this game? Come down. We have the only gack in town. Look at what we found in the park, in the dark. We will take him home. We will call him Clark. He will live at our house. He will grow and grow. Will our mother like this? We don't know. And now, good night. It is time to sleep. So we will sleep with our pet, Zeep. Today is gone. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. Every day, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Little round of applause. We are not quite done yet because I am showing my face. Then that means that I need to provide a hat because I am the crazy hat chemist, of course. And so a little story here before I present this hat. And I said that the next video I make with a hat, it will be with this hat. And my wife and I, we were on a trip to China and we met this wonderful, lovely couple. And this lovely couple then said, I've got a hat for you because I work for this company. So thank you very much, Jim and Laura. Appreciate it very much. And always in your debt. Love you guys. I am the Crazy Hat Chemist, and that was a great video on dimensional analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, you know what to do. If you like this video, like it. Give me some comments. I can tell the comments are going crazy. They are out of control. Absolutely out of control. Put in some more comments. Give me a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe. Tell your friends, your family, your relatives, your cat, your dog, your parakeet, your pet lizard to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Thank you very much, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.